DJ Durong from Hot 702.5 in Las Vegas. It's time to come together. Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation presents the 24th annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival, going down Saturday, June 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo at World Market Center, and it's free to the public. Catch R&B icon Tweet live on stage, plus performances by Kiss Kiss and the Squad, Darnell Alexander, Unk and the Nephews, and Las Vegas's pop princess Ray Millie. Hosted by DJ Ambeezy with Not a Boy DJ and DJ Kelly J on the ones and twos. Stop by and visit the Hot 702.5 FM live remote tent and check in with our on-air personalities. Shop the vendor marketplace, hit up the food trucks, and enjoy surprise guests throughout the night. Presented in partnership with Google, MGM Resorts International, Live You Equals You in the city of Las Vegas. Come together this Juneteenth weekend to celebrate freedom with Tweet and Rainbow Dreams. Get your e-ticket now and be entered to win one of our fabulous prizes. Visit June19LV.com. That's June19LV.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows. Live 24/7. On hot7025fm.com.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m., discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5. This is Miss Connie from Levels of Intimacy. You're tuned in to Hot 702.5 FM.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It is your girl, Miss Connie LV, and this is another episode of The Naked Truth. Levels of Intimacy is in the house. Yes, go grab you the coldest glass of ice water right now if you're located here on the West Coast. That is Las Vegas, Nevada, because it is hot. It is like hot, like the chocolate is melting hot. Okay, so the libations today is literally water. Okay, no advertising, but listen, we got to promote water. Whew, y'all, so we could just stay hydrated, especially if you got a little bit of liquor in your life. So yes, come on in here, guys. It's been a minute. I done did a few out of studio things, a few run back, take backs, just trying to get my mind together. Okay, but guess what? I'm back. I'm black. I'm back. I'm black. What's up? So, yes, come on in here. Once again, if you don't know, let me inform you of who I am. I am Miss Connie of Las Vegas. Okay. And what I do is I come here every Wednesday at 5 o'clock and talk major crap. I try to be highly entertaining. Listen, it's a lot going on outside in the news here. So, I don't want to glorify anything. I don't want to be sued. I don't want to say something and allegedly it wasn't right. So guess what I do? Just talk about me. Just talk about the naked truth, all my experiences. I'm a stylist of 30 plus years. I am an event planning business, and I am also your bedroom boutique consultant here in the city of Las Vegas. So with those brands behind me, which are also my sponsors for the show, my groups is crazy. I got squares, triangles, and circles out here, guys. So come on in here, because if you're following me, I dropped a little clip of the show today and just wanted to speak about the new normal. There's a lot going on outside in media today. There's a lot going on in the neighborhood. There's a lot going on in politics. So, I have to carefully think about what these topics are, because what I understand is that when people have issues and conversations with me, sometimes they think they're the only ones, but what I'm here to tell y'all is we all going through the same thing at different times. Okay, you might be in 098 and I might be in 120. So if there's ever a conversation that seems really relatable to you, I'm probably talking about you, but don't nobody know. So stop tripping, shit, and take the advice. Call in if y'all got an opinion about this person. 702-551-5261. We are here to help you. We are your community. We are your tribe. Okay, head wrap and all, guys. But yes, come on in here. We have approached the end of May. Okay, so hopefully all of the mothers have had a chance to be celebrated and mother-like figures as well, because you don't have to give actual birth to be a mom, is what I'm starting to realize, because in my 37 years of being a mother, I have adopted and adapted to many different other parents' children. So you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to make sure if you are mothering someone's child or someone's son, daughter, that you definitely took a moment to celebrate yourself and just be comfortable with whatever you could do, how you could do it, as long as that shit was positive, though. Okay, not no nonsense, not no craziness. Just make sure you celebrated the ups, okay? But in the meantime, I still need y'all to subscribe to the channel that is on YouTube. Make sure you click, share, follow, so that we can get some people in this room and we can have some conversations. I'm here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. on Hot 702.5 FM. That's Risky Radio here in Las Vegas, where we have some of the hottest hosts here. And we all about the community too. So stay tuned. We're going to do a little bit more promoting on this channel, because I got to get my schedule together. I didn't miss like the yoga event. We're selling tickets. So I got me a summer intern, okay, who gonna help with this social media thing, so that we can make sure that we are coming together and doing healthy, wholesome things and coming outside and getting some sun after 6 o'clock though in Las Vegas, or before. What time is it? It's after 6, right? Yeah, like 5:36 evening time, you know, happy hour time. Like, everything is the happiest hours between 5 and 8. And after that, it's a shutdown session. Okay. But anywho, school, let's get right on to the topic today. Like I said, this show is really all about getting down to the nitty gritty, you know, and just having real conversations about life's topics and how they pertain to me as well as you. So it's like, you know, life be lifing sometimes, and we have to know literally how to save ourselves. But, you know, in the meantime, in between time, I want you to always know that if we don't know, we don't know, you know. Shout out to these styling teams. That's myself included. Being a stylist of over 30 plus years, I've noticed that we tend to dress up things sometimes. Like I just realized that in my life, that's who I am. Like I'm a hair and makeup it up. You'll never know what's really behind the scenes, because kind of gonna be moisturized, eyebrows, hair, you know, nails, because beauty is my business. So I always say, show up looking like what you do. You know, don't tell me you sell healthy products and are unhealthy. Don't tell me you do nails and your nails look a mess. That used to be the thing, like, oh, well, she do hair because her hair ain't done. Nah, take the time for yourself, sis. You might be a good hairdresser, but let me tell you something. If you really want to stay in a healthy mental state for your own purposes, make sure you're showing up for yourself. Take out the time. Like I said, May was all about mothers. June is all about celebrating our fathers and our men. I'm so excited about that part, you know, and just sharing that experience, having a granddaughter and making sure she celebrates her dad. You know, I have excellent sons and they are really, really good fathers, which, you know, I just, not to, you know, toot my own horn, but beep, beep. That's the mommy in me, okay, have created these humans that are just, I mean, y'all really, really are good dads. Like, I really appreciate my sons. So thank you so very much for just paying attention. And I think being a good father to your children has a lot to do with how you care for your mom and how your mom cared for you. So hopefully you are imitating the behavior of your parent, and giving it to your children. And make sure as adults, as parents of adult children, that we are pouring into our children, unless you're in an unhealthy relationship with them, because sometimes parenting is tough for adult parents, y'all. Listen, sometimes these babies that come out of you end up being like a bad relationship you can't get out of. You will not get on my nerves, child. You will not. Okay? Because I got to show up for a lot of people. So what I will not let anyone do, and I'm trying to work on my language here in my mouth, but I have a little saying, there's nan going in or coming out that shall disrespect the queen. Okay? Take that how you like it. But like I said, mothers, we are to be celebrated every day. But hopefully this month of May, you really, got something that made you feel good. Hopefully you wasn't a diabetic who got a box of chocolates. And hopefully you wasn't a person who don't know how to water plants and didn't get a flower. Bruh, we want some tires, some oil changes. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no kitchen appliances. It's never too late to regift. Give me some hearts out here, y'all. Like, let me know. Like, how y'all feeling? How did y'all feel about these Mother's Day gifts? Because I literally wasn't able to tap into that whole celebration in that moment. So I definitely wanted to know how that went. And I'm going to tell you something. These kids, you can afford everything. Go buy your parents some gifts. Buy your mother, buy your father some gifts. I did a career day at shout out to Charnel Harvey. I think I mentioned this before, but I did a career day at Red Rock Elementary, and we did an entrepreneurship kit, and they created gifts for their mother. And I'm like, hey, it's never too early to show appreciation. Like, what happened to kids making cards? Don't send me no text message, and don't send me no tag on no doggone social media. I think that has replaced like real terms of endearment. It's like, oh, you didn't call me for my birthday. Oh, I sent you a happy birthday on Facebook. And it's like, I don't really equate that to be the same thing. But, who am I? Any hoot scoot, back to what I was saying. Father's Day is showing up. And I just wanted to say, back to that hair, makeup, styling team, you never know what folks is going through. And what we are hearing here in the media is that there are a lot of secrets behind hair and makeup. And being in this industry, and people always forget, like I had to remind somebody the other day, the day I put my foot in the desert, I had lived 35 years and had a son in college. So literally before I came to Las Vegas, like my son was starting his life. I had a younger son in middle school, and I was in like this reset, of who I was, which we tapped on that last week with the dirty 30s, like what's going on with the 30-year-old, and what are we telling them? Like, as a 30-year-old, you have all these mental notes that you made, like, oh, when I get 30, we plan for 16, 18, 21, and 30. And then 31 through 39, you are losing your freaking marbles because you didn't plan it out. You just wanted to achieve all these things. And now it's like, where are we going in this? So sometimes we get a little bit discombobulated. So you try to find balance, and sometimes that's just really, really hard. But showing up for yourself is one thing, but normalizing how these relationships are working out with selves and with others without tapping in. I definitely wanted to tap on that conversation of what is, I don't even want to say the word natural. That's why I keep saying normalizing, like normalizing human sexuality. And when is it time to have that conversation? I keep asking people, how early are we having these conversations with our children about what is the norm? What is your norm? And I definitely, like I said, this show is about the naked truth. So it seemed like I'm not talking about you. I can only tap in on my own experiences. I just remember my younger son, I think he had to be about 9. I want to say 7, but I'm going to say 9. And my oldest son was maybe about, say, like 5 years apart. So he was like 14, 13, 14. Wait, Stefan was there because he wasn't no 15. So if Stefan was 14, Dante was about 8 or 9. And he found this porn tape in the house. And back in that time, there was what was her name? What was her real name though? Carice. Karina. Corinne. Okay. Look, I'm like, Carice. I'm sorry. Not her. Korean. I knew it was something with a. So yeah, Dante at the age of 9 years old watched Superhead. It was not my tape. No, it was not. That is the thing about having older brothers, okay? These younger children, they come in contact with things from their siblings. So his brother bought this tape into the house. And they were VHS at the time. Where Stefan got this tape from, I have no idea. How I even found out, and I was devastated. And I'm just thinking that was 27 years ago, and that was a lot. But to hear what has been escalated into a normal part of somebody's life, these different levels of I don't even want to say no word. It's a lot. So I just know as a parent, I had to express to my son that, listen, nobody doing your mama like that, okay? This is not me. And listen, I don't have no problem with nobody. I ain't coming for nobody. I'm just saying, as a parent, when we are teaching our children about love and affection, emotion, healthy relationships, it's you have to. It's a thin line, so I don't know where you at with it. I don't even know if you having these conversations with your children in 2025, but I just know in 1999, 2001, I had to have these conversations with a 9-year-old and tell him that this is not how he was to love on his woman. This is not what was supposed to happen. So as I hear music, as I see things in media, and I just hear these stories that are unfathomable. Like, what? Like, I went crazy when I was just at a group meeting and the old boy was talking so loud and spitting, and the spit hit my lip and I almost lost my mind. It was like everything stopped and went in slow motion. Because everybody that knew me, they already know I'm a germaphobe. So they already knew that I was about to go banana split crazy. So to think of the levels that have escalated out here when it comes to these intimate moments, listen, it's definitely levels of intimacy. Okay? But my friend, a male gentleman, called me and asked me the question. He said, how do you feel about what's going on in the media? And I'm like, as regards to what? And we were speaking as parents, like, how is this consensual? Who, like, and it's like, well, hey, if she and it's like, okay, well, now make that your child. So now make it make sense when it's your child. So, I just like, then I'll go back and ask that same question is, where is the parenting at? Like, where is the connection? And I remember just as a young girl, my mother, I've always been afraid of my mother because she's just going to show up and embarrass me to death. I'm afraid to do stuff at this late age of 50 because she calling me with that whole eyebrow up looking like, nah, I know. I done said 2, 3, 4 cuss words on here. She calling me like, now you know better. So for me to be engaging in some level of craziness, I just have never been that, I've been scared. I'm scared of her, I guess. Like I'm tough, but I'm really not, Samantha, she is coming for me. Hence is why I've never, I used to have those days when I was younger and my girls was dancing. And I was like, I felt like, I done always had a cold little piece, a little shape. And I was like, I'm about to get it. And it was like before I would show up, I would have a dream that my mother was coming to embarrass me. Like she was going to be that mama to snatch me off the stage. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that she put that level of fear in me because it has definitely got me in some rooms, but it's kept me off the stage. Samantha, shout out to the Organization of Jehovah's Witnesses because Sister Brown, okay, she is not having it. But so, and it's just so crazy as we hear these things and we look at this person and you knew something was going on. But I mean, every time you seen her, casket sharp, hair, bam, nails, makeup. And it's like, you never, ever know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought about the Celie versus the other, versus Cassie. We got a Mr. and we got a Diddy. Like, what, y'all? How we showing up for ourselves, women? And then you men often, speak about us being aggressive and being alpha females. But if you really knew behind the scenes, up under the skirts, you know what I'm saying, in the ears, out the eyes of a lot of women and just was able to tap into the hurt, the pain, the struggle, the survival, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder, will we handle each other a little bit differently? And same as men, because it's not really all about women, because let me tell you something, children, I'm a firm believer, children learn what they live, So the fact that it had reached such levels, I just felt like, to me, some of these things are learned behaviors, So, predators, they just sometimes are all victims themselves. So, yeah, I'm not coming for anybody. I don't really want to speak on anybody. I really want to be careful about even saying people's words because what I have realized is I'm being watched. I'm being watched, And so hence, that's why I kind of like, I'm getting all these little notes from that social media and Meta that, my engagement is down. Because I had an incident here just a month ago. So I kind of went like dark 030 with it because there were some things that need to be handled behind scenes then and there still is now. But what I do want to tell you is don't let the lights and camera fool you. People really going through things right in front of your eyes. And sometimes it's not hard sometimes it's just hard to tap out. Sometimes it's hard to leave, stay. It's sometimes the struggle is just hard, and your experiences aren't their experiences. Your skills and your faith isn't the same as somebody else's. So how dare you tell somebody the time period on when they should grieve, when they should hurt, and how they should feel, that's just the naked truth. About some things. But what I will say is my moment, I didn't choose my moment. My moment chose me. And I had a lot of calls and a lot of people say, Connie, you're always advocating for everybody, the strong Black woman. But now you got a moment. This is your moment. Like, you really have to sit in it. And it took me to a dark place. And I have really, I want to say probably in like the last, 45 days, I'm different, like I am zero comfort. I don't even, that whole incident and all these videos and calls made me really want to know, like, are you really interested in the viral experience? It's just like, I don't want all these people calling me. I don't want to answer all these questions. I don't want to even, I just literally wanted to come on here and have conversations like I do every day when I sit with clients. But it definitely made me understand or try to understand purpose driven. Like, what is the purpose? And it's like, well, you a leader, Connie. Okay, well, yeah, that's true, but who are the followers? It's like, oh, come follow me. Well, now I don't really want to be bothered all the time. So now, what are we engaging in here, Connie? Let's make it make a little bit of sense. But it's so crazy because my homegirl, she said it. I was just like, I'm over it. Like, it's just too much. And she like, nah. She like, I talked to one of my clients. A lot of people don't even know I still do hair, but I do. I do hair literally 6 days a week, still at Look Style Society. And this is literally the one day that I don't do hair and I take off. But the show has definitely I've been here, 20 years. So some people I've just lost connection with, I'm not a shop hopper. So I've only been like 2-3 salons. And they like, oh my God, Connie, maybe they started braids or something. I don't know. And they like, I didn't know you still did hair. So she came. I haven't seen Amber, who was actually on the show last week. I hadn't seen Amber in about, I think her kid's 7. So I hadn't seen Amber in like 7 or 8 years. And, she just was like, I always hear you in the back of my mind when I'm in that house looking crazy. Like, girl, you better get it together. Throw them raggedy clothes out. Do not be in here looking disheveled. And I'm like, what? I said, girl, I didn't tell you that. I haven't even seen you. She like, Connie, you was telling me that 12 years ago, And so then my other girl was like, right, Connie. She like, Tupac and Biggie dead, but we still listening to their music. We still got those verses in our head. She was like, that's who you are. You drop these jewels on us, and then we mad in the moment, but then we think about that moment and like, you know what? Connie said, but Connie tired of talking. Okay. So now I'm just giving y'all eyebrows. I'm actually going to get these boys microbladed so that I could just stay on point. Like, you can know already that boy gonna be like this the whole time. Because see, I didn't got to that age where I just said the other day how old people, they just say, go ahead, and they just rock. I'm about to give me a little rocking chair. Go on ahead. Go on, do whatever you gonna do. But yeah, I'm not about to be going back and forth with you. I'm living my best life. And I'm at the age where all of me and my friends, I think we all going through menopause at the same time. So we crazy to each other. So I think the best thing for us to do is just kind of get through it. I don't know how long it's going to take. But men, beware. Beware. Please just handle us with care, because 0 to 500 real quick. And I was out with my friend the other day. She is from the LGBTQ community. I don't even know if she's watching me now, but if you are, don't call me, because I still don't want to talk to you because you're out of your mind. I just can't do it anymore. Y'all, we women, we got to save ourselves. If you the healer, guess what? Sometimes when you go to urgent care, they need you to go to ER. Sometimes when you go to the ER, they're going to refer you to a physician. What level of care do you really have to give to this person? Please make sure that they got insurance before they drain you, because you can't fix everybody. And I'm not trying to say I'm trying to fix nobody, but guess what? If you calling me telling me all your problems, I'm guessing you want to hear some level of opinion that I have. And if you want to hear my opinion, please respect what I have to say. If not, let's not talk about it. But then don't be mad that I don't want to talk about it. I don't even know. The less circles, the less liquor. That's what I realized. The circles bring the liquor. Okay. But listen, I got a lot of other things going on. And guess what? This show shall bring commercial breaks. Over the year, I've spoke about this little clip that I did in the movie. Shout out to Stephanie Copes, my girl. I had a small role in her movie, The Weight of Karma. It is on Roku right now. And guess what, guys? I'm going to drop that clip. Check it out.
And I noticed you had a few extra folks over here.
Fuck, what have I got myself into? Fuck. Oh, man. Oh my God. What have I got myself into? Fuck, man. How am I gonna get out of this? Oh my God, how did I get into this? What the fuck is going on here? Who the fuck is this knocking on the door? Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Good morning, Terrence. How's everything going?
Tired.
Okay. Is everything okay?
Everything all right. Everything fine. What's up with you?
Okay. Well, I'm a part of the Neighborhood Watch. And so, as I was looking, I noticed you had a few extra folks over here. Yeah. Some little ones included. So I wanted to do. Okay.
Just so you know, it's not mine, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, it takes a community back. So I put together a little care package because, over here, we see everything. So we already know when you need some things. And also, I wanted to give you some material to read. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
I'll make sure I let the baby know that.
Okay, please do.
It's not mine, but I appreciate it. I mean, I'm gonna need some help with this. I know you probably saw what you saw and you stopped over because of what you saw. And I just want, say thank you and,
Hold on. You good? You doing good, right?
Good. Life is life, and I'm taking it easy one step.
Keeping clean, though.
I'm keeping clean. Yeah, I'm staying clean.
Now.
I'm staying straight.
I'm watching.
I appreciate you.
Here's a little bit of information. Seems like you and the baby may need to read, so you can learn at the same time.
All right. I appreciate it.
So I'll be looking out for you. Okay.
All right. You got it.
All right now.
Be good. Stay out of trouble.
Bye. Okay.
All right.
Get off that grass. Come on here. No way.
Man, how am I gonna figure this shit out?
Okay. Listen, shout out to me in real life. Definitely when I win my award, that I would have to give accolades to my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother is the nosy neighbor. My mother is the Jehovah's Witness. She will knock on your door. Maybe not now, but definitely there was a time where kids teased me at school about my mama waking them up in the morning on a Saturday. Listen, though, check that out. Weight of Karma. We're going to drop that link right there in the comments. We're on Favesome, Roku, Prime. I'm not sure if it's on Tubi. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm outside. Whatever. Listen, it got me an IMDb. I said, and it just all about being in the right place at the right time in the right circle. So shout out to you, Stephanie Copes, for that opportunity. Thank you so much. I also was able to bring in my client and got her in the movie. She actually played the lead role. Shout out to Dejanay. She did an outstanding job. This was her first gig. So, you never know what you can do until you do it. So yeah, shout out to y'all for that. And you know what? Listen, anything is possible. Just make sure you don't have to stay stuck in one job, in one position, in one relationship. It's options out here. You could go out here one day and not be anything, and then the next day be in a movie. Short clips. That it start small. But listen, I'm available for bookings. Know that. Just make sure there's some air up in that place, because once I get hot, the whole dynamic is gonna change. Okay. So yes. So that's what I've been working on out here. Like I said, that too, just being in the business of the business is how I came about even being a part of that project. just being a stylist and working with a client who was a producer, having a conversation with a producer that needed a lead actress, having a conversation with another client who I don't want to say she related to the role, but definitely could tap into some of the feelings that was associated with the role. And here we are, have a full-on production that is out for you to view in your homes. So please, guys, make sure you click that, support another African-American artist, business owner, Stephanie Copes. And yeah, I'm looking to see where that goes. So the movie was just released not too long ago. Let's see what's going on out here. But look forward to me just being everywhere I can be, okay? Because it's all about that reset button. I said you playing for 16, 18, 21, 30, and 50. But now I'm in these 50s. I'm alive, okay? I'm still able to get some things done. Maybe not as fast and maybe not as much if I don't put it on the calendar, because that's where we at now. But I keep losing everything. So I got to really figure out how to make that calendar thing on the phone. I just made my grandbaby make us a calendar together because she got so many projects and so many different things going on that I have to be at. That was another thing. I should have shared that clip as well of my granddaughter signing the Hadestown play for her school, doing ASL. She is like really, really doing an amazing job in that, you know. So shout out to Sanaa Mitchell as well. But yeah, every Wednesday here at 5 p.m. at Hot 702.5, I'm your girl, Miss Connie. I come here. I have conversations about life, love, relationships. We discuss everything from menopause to insurances, careers, and entrepreneurs. I encourage anyone who needs a platform, who needs to promote or just have a little bit more engagement. My time is open to you. I do have a slot where you can come and market yourself. You just got to let me know, hit me up. I am here for it. I will send you definitely a show packet and you can come and be a part of this amazing station here and be forever watched. Because that's what happens when you put yourself on platforms like YouTube and all of these things. Sometimes I just sit at home and I just crack up and looking at myself, like even just the hairstyles. But yeah, definitely if you have any businesses, and I want to hear from all of my vendor events out here. I used to throw big vendor events, and I will too. I'm actually partnering up with Kenyatta over at the event space. So we have a lot of things going on too. Shout out to the AKAs. This is their 3rd year celebrating with me. If you are a nurse, and they have a scholarship. So June 14th is that scholarship dinner. So definitely, I'm looking for registered nurses. Please DM me. If you're on Facebook, send me a message so that I can send you an invite and you can purchase your tickets to the AKA's what is it? It's the nursing program for the AKAs. I don't want to misquote that, but I definitely will drop that in on my social media, on my timeline, so everybody can check that out as well. Also, Juneteenth is coming up, so make sure that you are definitely showing up for the occasion. We have so many amazing African shops here. You always see me at Wasa's Boutique, Las Vegas. Let her know that Connie sent you there. She has beautiful outfits. Also, we got Africa Love, Amara. He is on Decatur and Desert Inn. So, and we here will be hosting some type of event for Juneteenth. So stay tuned. Please make sure you follow, subscribe to the page so that you can know what is going on at the moment. Also, I'm working with a few photographers right now, trying to create these different content events, because I think what we all realize is that the skit driven content is the hitter. Those are the hits. So I'm looking to really create more commercials for my bedroom candy business as well as my styling business. And I need more people. Like, I have all of these creative directions that I want to do. So if you are a business owner and you have something to add to that, you want to create content, listen, let's have a conversation. DM me, definitely call the show 702-551-5261. You can let me know, or DM me at MISSCONNIELV on Instagram or TikTok. Those are my platforms. And listen, we can get it going out here. You know, we can create some amazing events out here because these phones they really setting us up. Okay. And I had to keep it cute, you know, because we've switched platforms. So I have to be very careful of how I promote my other businesses, because you all know that I am also a consultant, a bedroom boutique consultant for Bedroom Candy by Ntims.C, Candy Burris's MLM. So I'm encouraging this. This is fun season. This is fun girl season. Let's have some parties. I have a bunch of new inventory in. I mean, no one is excluded. I cater to all different orientations, all different crowds, all different communities. This is all about the education of loving and intimacy in healthy situationships, because we don't want anything that's going to cost you to spend astronomical amounts in therapy. Okay. But listen, it doesn't matter if you're loving on yourself or somebody else. Connie is here for you. You know, I always say, I got you from the rudder to the tudder. Okay. Let me get your head right. Hair. Let me get your hair right. You know what I'm saying? Let me get your mind right. Seriously. All puns intended. No, I'm just joking. Let me stop. Okay. So, like I was saying, I am welcoming all business owners. I actually have a few people who are coming up in the next couple of weeks. We got Shanna Christmas coming back. Her comedy special is out. You guys, I had her on a few shows. I had her on last year sometime. And also we have another author, actually two authors. I'm waiting on their dates. I've sent them the packets. One of them from Cleveland, one of them from here in Vegas. Dynamic stories, y'all. Like, y'all just wouldn't even understand. I have so many things to say once I get here, but it's so many different directions. I just don't know. But I'm waiting on one of my girls to heal. She has a few books out, but she definitely is on a healing journey right now. You know, women, be careful who we out here meeting and we dating. It's funny. She called me. She hit me up, say she wanted to be a part of the show. I was excited, like, hey, of course you could be on the show. And when I call her, she tells me she's in the midst of a trial because the guy who she was excited about that she had met the last time I seen her tried to kill her. So listen, y'all, women, it's time to take some self-defense classes. Okay. It's time. Where are all of our people who sell these survival kit items? I know there used to be a girl, Didi, Safe Defense on TikTok. Where are you, honey? Because we need, listen, you know, and I'm all about the kit. I tell you, I have always be ready. Keep a kit in the car. But it seemed like we need to have a little bit of a survival kit, y'all, because we are literally fighting for our lives out here like cats. Okay? This 9 lives, y'all trying to take us to the extreme. So, and men, communicate how y'all feel. You know, it's like you don't want us to leave you. And women too, because, honey, I'm hearing some crazy stories. So, people, you don't want a person to leave you. Please respect their time, space, energy, and body, because then we will cut down on a lot of the confusion and a lot of the abusiveness of the relationship. Make sure we are all in healthy mindsets, you know, and have really good intentions for each other. You know, what are the intentions of going in? Why are we showing up for each other? You know, what is your purpose of being here with me, for me? So I think those are the questions we need to be asked in the beginning, not what your zodiac is. Okay. Maybe a little bit so you can kind of associate him with a few characteristics. But for the most part, you need to be asking real questions. You know, like, are you an offender? Are you on any registers? Okay. Have you been arrested for domestic violence? And that's men and women. Okay. Because we see as many women get taken down as we do men. Okay. But yes, it is summertime here in Las Vegas. It is extremely hot today. We have not even hit June. So what I would like to tell you all is, number one, stay hydrated. Okay. Please stay hydrated. You already know, I do sell a plethora of body care items. It's hot out here. So the level of self-care has to be on 1,000 in Las Vegas. Show up sexy, okay? Show up looking like dessert. That's what I tell you guys. The chocolate is melting, okay? Be ready, women. Men, have a conversation with your children. Drink some doggone water. Have healthy intentions for other people so they will feel the same about you. Watch your surroundings, okay? And pray for demons to be removed from you. And when people just start falling off, don't question it. It is what it is. I had a lot of nonsense going on here in the last couple of weeks, but you know what? I pray for discernment. And when you pray for discernment, evil will be revealed. And sometimes everything and everybody ain't for you. And you just got to be comfortable with that. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable at times, because you set yourself up for a lot of nonsense. And it don't mean you really don't care about somebody else, but what it really means is that you tapped into self-care. And you can't give what you don't have. And I know I just keep dropping jewel after jewel after jewel, but I'm telling you, that's that age, that's that 50, man. That 50 it's just like all these little colloquialisms and these little rhymes and hints. Fat meat. She don't think fat meat greasy until you're diabetic or got high cholesterol. See, they didn't add that part on there. We know fat meat greasy, but what's going to happen if we keep eating? You're going to have high cholesterol. Okay? You know he controlling and overbearing. Or what you going to have? A sociopath, a narcissist. You know she insecure and loud and ignorant. What you going to have? Drama. Okay? So, it's too hot to go to jail. It is too hot to go to jail. Turn your back, and if you know anything about the Bible, be like Lot. Don't look back, because you're allowed to turn to a pillar of salt. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you nothing. I showed up today with good intentions. You know, I wanted to pass on a positive word, a positive vibe. I wanted to share some things and just let y'all know that I am excited to have a platform like this. But although I want you to subscribe, don't follow every damn thing I do. Okay? That's real talk. Because it's a lot of experience behind me. You may need to go through some things before you do what I do. Okay? And don't have a problem with what I do, because if you do, multiply it by 0, because that's about how many I'm going to care. Okay? Because I'm grown. Only person I'm scared of is Jehovah and my mama. And with that, I'm about to tell y'all, I'll be here every Wednesday at 5 o'clock. This is The Naked Truth. Levels of Intimacy. Miss Connie LV. It don't matter if you didn't show up or not, because I'm going to always be here for me. I love you. Take care of yourself and go drink you some water.
It's your girl, Miss Connie, coming to you every Wednesday at 5 p.m. discussing the levels of intimacy. What's your naked truth? Stay tuned in to stay turned on. See you at 5.